In today's video, I'm going to share a stitch with you that I am so excited about, the Fisherman's Rib in crochet. This is a popular stitch in knitting, but it translates beautifully into crochet with that same squishy textured feel. And what I adore so much about it is how simple it is. This is an easy one-row repeat, perfect for blankets and scarves. And that's exactly what I used it for. I wanted to make an infinity scarf, but I didn't want to take the time to learn how to knit it. For this scarf, I used Wool Ease Thick and Quick. This is a weight 6 yarn with a 9mm hook. I made an infinity scarf that can be wrapped 2 times around the neck. This is about 60 inches long and 6 inches high. By the way, I'm updating the scarf section of my Crochet Companion. I'm going to add different widths and lengths for different types of scarves and cowls. If you've already bought it, you'll be getting an email update in the next few days. I'll also go ahead and pop a list in there of what's included already, just in case you haven't heard about it. Adding a slip knot to my hook. Make a chain to the length that you want your project to be. For example, the infinity scarf that I made, I chained 110. That got me to 60 inches. Now I'm calling this the Fisherman's Rib, but the true name of this stitch is the yarn over slip stitch. And it's going to feel a lot like you're doing a half double crochet. So yarn over and working into the second chain from the hook, 1, 2, go through, draw up a loop. If you're usually pretty tight like this, just raise up a little bit. We're doing that because we're taking that loop to pull through the next 2. So grabbing that loop, pull it through the next 2. Keep an eye on your tension, yarn over, working into the next chain, going in, pull the yarn through. And what I like to do is hold on with my thumb as I draw it through the other 2 loops. Continue doing that all the way across. For my infinity scarf, I did not work in the round. I just worked flat, and then I joined it at the end. And so some of you may be wondering, can you work this stitch in the round? And yes, you can. The only difference that you're going to find is that your stitches are a lot more dense. So you won't have this space in between. They'll be much closer, more like this. And now we're ready for the 1-row repeat. We're doing the exact same thing, but we're working in the back loop only. And that can be a little tricky to see, especially when you start working, because you have 2 areas that look very similar. This is going to start looking like the back loop, but you need to flip it over to find the real back loop. So here's your active yarn. Ignore the chain 1 that you just made for turning, and there's your very first stitch. So here it is on the top. Yarn over, back loop only, pull the yarn through, nice tension, pull through 2. Yarn over, back loop only, pull through, pull through 2. Now the good news about this is if you go off track, you're going to know right away, because if you accidentally work into the front here, into this back loop, you're not going to see that beautiful V stitch. You'll just see a band of yarn. So don't worry about making a mistake. It's going to be very obvious. Chances are your last stitch is going to be really hard to see. So what I would recommend you do is add a stitch marker at the beginning and end of every row. This is really going to save you a lot of time with counting stitches, because usually that is where you lose or gain a stitch. And like I said, this can get really tight on the ends, so that stitch marker will make it a lot easier to see. And you're just going to repeat this row after row until you complete your project. Like I mentioned, I used 2 balls of yarn for my scarf, so I want to show you how to join a new ball of yarn just in case you don't want to do a knot. You can bring it in as you make the new stitch. So yarn over, go into the back loop, and rather than pulling that yarn back through, you're going to bring in your new ball of yarn. Pull it through, and then complete the stitch. Pull through 2. Now I'm not going to carry any of these tails with me, and I'll show you why in a moment. Let me just complete this row. For weaving in, I prefer to go into the middle here rather than into these stitches. If I carry these tails, you can see it within the V here. It's a lot easier to camouflage it within this kind of indentation. And you can take this back and forth to make sure that it's secure. I just want you to get the gist of this. And I'm going to tuck it into those fibers. To make an infinity scarf, all you need to do is join the 2 ends together using your favorite joining method. So you can do it with your crochet hook, you can do it with a slip stitch join, or you can use a tapestry needle and do a whip stitch or a mattress join. I tried to do a seamless join, but I just wasn't really happy with the way it looked, so I decided to do a surface slip stitch. But if you do want to do a simple whip stitch, just make sure to reserve at least 2 to 3 times the width that you want to join together. 1, 2, 3. I went to like 4.5. I got crazy with it. Starting with a slip stitch to join the 2 sides together. The key here is to make sure that the active yarn is sitting under the work. That way your slip stitch will stay nice and flat. I'm going to go into one side and then the next side. Here's my active yarn, and pull it through all 3 loops. So basically I'm going into the top, the bottom, grabbing the yarn and pulling it through. Top, bottom, pull the yarn through all 3 loops. Just making sure I'm in the right spot. I'm going to go up here, top, bottom, pull the yarn through. I'm playing yarn chicken here because I snipped my yarn thinking that I was doing a seamless join. Ooh, big mistake, but I think I can make it. One more stitch. 1, 2, phew, I think I did it. Thankfully, I have this other tail, so I can tie these and weave it in. And that's what you get on the other side. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, a like is always appreciated. Let me know if you knew about this stitch and if you've used it before. I am really excited about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.